Hi there, this is Toby Green and you're listening to The Green Room with Tom Green and Jacob Gaynor. Stay tuned.
Oh, coffee's for a week for that, mate.
Episode number 2 for season number 2.
Season 2, up 2.
Tom,
Jacob.
how are you?
Pretty well, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, really good. Really busy.
Busy, really?
Really
That's
busy.
unlike you. What have you been up to?
Well, I don't know if you know this, Tom, but I recently got promoted.
Yeah. I only heard you sent a few texts. I think there was a whole sort of club-wide blast email as well that sort of we got about that. And I thought you might have come in with a T-shirt with it actually on the other day. So, yeah, I sort of got the hint.
No, they're still getting made. So with that becomes a lot more responsibility. And I don't like it. I like
There's
when I
no
could
one to
just
deflect to
sail
anymore.
through.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if I get in trouble, it comes to me now. Couldn't believe my luck.
Oh, my God, the consequences of my actions.
I know. Took me 27 years to realise.
That old. I forget. Yeah, wow.
Don't you? It's sneaking up on me, 28.
It's not sneaking. It's getting pretty big, I'd say.
Getting pretty close, which is pretty crazy because I'm going to have a big party.
That sounds pretty good. Plans?
Yeah, 28. I don't know what you do when you're 10. What do you do when you're 28?
I was going to say start a family.
I won't be doing that. No way. If I already think I'm busy, imagine having kids.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
What I will say, though, on kids is yesterday, Media Day,
Yeah, it was.
was really wholesome seeing all the families come in.
It was fantastic. They're all the there's we've got a lot of girl dads here.
So many girl dads. Our
Um,
AFLW team in 18 years is going to be special.
Yeah, incredible. But yeah, it was nice to see all the boys with their little girls and their little kids, and it was a good initiative I think by you guys too. It was a nice photo. Just yeah, we can get stuck in footy a lot of the time, but it's just nice to see those guys in another light and see that side of their lives too, which I think is definitely the most important part. And you saw, I think, even looking at the boys, how happy they were, just how they were having their little babies there with them, and yeah, it was really nice.
Well, it's funny, like you say initiative, and it was, but it's probably the first year we've really had
Enough to be able to do it.
kind of warrant bringing your families in. Like we only had 2 people not bringing their kids yesterday.
Yeah.
Wade Dirksen, his young boy, was at school, didn't want to pull him out, which is so fair.
Well, he's got 3 young ones.
Yeah, and then it's twins,
Yeah.
probably just a little bit too young.
Yeah.
And then Wardy's kids couldn't make it either. So
Yeah.
there was a fair few still missing. Like there's a lot of kids running around now.
Yeah, there are. There's a lot of.
I wouldn't say they're running. They're all
They're getting to run.
very infant.
But yeah, there is a lot of kids running around or just around the club now, which is nice.
it is nice. How's your weekend?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty quiet, to be honest. Didn't get up to a whole heap. Just had the draftees induction with their families, which was really nice to have them up and around the club. We saw some content from you guys as well of them coming and watching training. And then Saturday, we just caught up with them at the Crown and hung out with them and got to meet them for a bit, which was really, really good. And another great thing I think the club does like that is just welcome the families in and show them, I suppose, the quality of people that we have here and the environment that they're sort of entrusting us with their sons. So, yeah, it was really nice to get around them. And then haven't been up to too much other than that, Jacob. We've got some cousins up this week. And this week's been a busy week, though. We've had some big, long days. There's a lot of photo shoots yesterday and all that sort of stuff.
How was the Fox footy shoot?
It's cool. It was
Looked
cool.
unreal.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for.
Would love to see the Fox footy budget this year.
Yeah, they've clearly had an
Made an
increase.
investment.
Yeah, but yeah, that will be exciting for those who have Fox footy to see this year. I think what they've done with that stuff we did yesterday was really, really cool, and you'll see some of that hopefully through the year. It looks really nice, but it was a long day.
Very long day
Yeah,
for
that's
you.
all right. That's all right. There's worse things you could
Did
be
you
doing.
stay positive?
Yeah, I tried
Because
to.
we know sometimes
I don't get down.
it
I'm always
sneaks in.
positive.
No,
but
it sneaks in.
there's
I
other
reckon.
guys who don't necessarily stay as positive, but I'm always.
There's a big contingent of you.
Yeah, there was. There was a big group of us, but again, that's all right. It's just all part of what we have to do. But yeah, it's good. It's been a good week, Jacob. How about yours?
Yeah, good. Had the MC duties. Thanks for asking, Tom.
I was about to swear then. Yeah, far out. I forgot about that. How was that?
I
forgot.
So fun.
Was it really?
So fun.
And you happy with how you went?
Yeah, it sounds really arrogant to say.
Oh,
No, but going into it, I was just so confident. Even 12 months ago when they asked, I just knew that I was born. So I don't think I'm going to get married myself, but I'm born to be MC at everyone else's weddings.
And Tom. Tom was also there.
Tom was also there.
Yeah.
That helped. Didn't want to shout him out.
Yeah.
He'd never texted me that word. So
Yeah.
I'm actually a bit off him.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Clown.
Absolute clown. So much fun.
Yeah.
Loved it. I haven't been to too many weddings, but beautiful ceremony, beautiful location, just a great 4 days.
Where was it?
Out near Cessnock, like
Yeah.
an hour out of Newcastle.
Yeah.
Um,
Beautiful.
Beautiful area. Wollombi, I think is how you pronounce the town. Redleaf. James Tedesco got married there.
Oh, right. Actually, I think maybe a quick shout out here. One of Chook's mates, Max Hayes, I reckon, is getting married right near there as well this weekend.
Yep.
So I think Chook's heading off there. Have you spoken to Chook about that?
No, I might bring it up.
Yeah, I think
Beautiful
one of
spot.
his good mates, Max Hayes, is a great man. He's also a manager. He's recently a manager now as well, but he's getting married this weekend, I believe, at a similar place. I think that Redleaf place rings a bell.
Might be the same.
Yeah, so
Very popular.
shout out
place.
to Love. Shout out to the
Shout
wedding
out to
you
Love.
emceed, and shout out to Maxie Hayes and his beautiful fiance that they're getting married this weekend. So
We
big
wish you
shout
the
out to
best.
Love this week.
Oh, there's the episode theme. Love. But no, so fun. And we also had the best man speech as well. So it was hard to kind of go from, you're really quite funny and entertaining, and then you got to be a bit wholesome. And
Yeah, we know you can struggle to make that.
I can struggle to find that line. But it was beautiful. It was such a nice ceremony. It was a Maris boy as well.
Yeah.
So seeing people that I haven't seen since school.
And we
was-
just
was
love
great.
everything Maris. We love
Oh,
all things Maris.
Weren't there just so many things to talk about? I actually felt bad because, like, the groomsmen, like the party that we were in, there was only one person that didn't go to Mars.
Yeah.
So there's just a lot floating around that he had no
There's
idea.
no idea about, unfortunately.
But no, loved it. Can't wait to do it again.
Yeah. As soon, isn't it? How soon is your next one?
Nah, not till end of the year.
Yeah, okay.
Um,
It's a good
so
time. Good time to bask in the glory that you've just
A little bit of time to reflect, and
and then
it was just,
get ready to go
it's just
again.
so fun.
Yeah.
Photos,
yeah,
dancing at the end of the night, and I think the recovery day is crucial at a wedding.
yeah.
So you have like the wedding, and then the bride and groom are obviously a little bit stressed. They've got a
Recovery
lot
day, they just get to enjoy.
And it's just like, I'm with all the people I love.
Yeah,
You get to have a good time, good day. So they did like a really early breakfast, which was a struggle to get up for. But then like this beautiful food with everyone from the wedding. So everyone came back, which was really nice. So everyone, you're dissecting the night, and most people were just telling Tom and I how good we did. So it was great. And then at 12 o'clock, it was back to close friends just for a pizza lunch, get in the pool, have some beers. It was great.
yeah,
Absolutely
lovely.
loved it. I think the way that they did it, I'd want to replicate if I ever got married.
Well, that's good.
Private vows. I don't know how much they want me to talk about their wedding actually, but private vows in the morning I really liked. So they like woke up together, went for a nice little coffee around the grounds, like for a walk, and shared their vows to each other. Apparently that was quite emotional. So then the ceremony is more about their story, why they love each other, and then like bang into the reception and the party.
Yeah,
Really liked it.
nice.
Yeah. I don't
is
know how many
cool.
weddings you've been to.
Not too many. And I can't remember the ins and the outs of that. I was just more like, this is pretty cool.
Do you have any coming up?
Yeah, I guess end of the year. Harry Himmelberg.
It's an overseas.
Yeah,
one,
it
isn't
is, which is going to be. I'm excited for. That will be really, really good. So, getting to do some traveling and around that as well will be good. So, yeah, I'm excited to see that. That will be lovely, I'm sure.
Location weddings. They're
Yeah.
a big thing.
Yeah, they are cool. I mean, I'm
Expensive.
pretty excited to. I've never been to Mallorca, and it's in Mallorca, so I'm excited to see.
Spain?
Yeah.
Yeah. Spanish coast.
Yeah, on
Very
the
hot.
the islands there.
Yeah. Yeah, I know my
The
geography.
Balearic Islands, I think they are. Anyway,
Wow.
that'll
That's
be
gonna
good.
be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited
Can't
for
wait to
it.
dissect that one.
Yeah, that will be.
We'll do a special episode with Himmel, I reckon.
Maybe we'll do a special episode
Wedding
over
time.
there.
Fine, I'll come. All right, should we get into some goal songs?
Yep.
Or should we get into questions?
Let's go questions and then goal songs, I reckon.
All right, and as usual,
Yep, you'll
gonna
ask
hand
a
you the
couple,
phone.
but I can scan a few.
Yep.
All right, sounds good.
ready?
Yep.
Okay. Whilst I get up the questions for you, the
Yep.
first one is from Emily. If you could have any famous person join the podcast, who would you choose and why?
Well, it's topical, but I think right now I'd love to have Luka Doncic join just because of how everything went down there. I think that would be really interesting to get his take, his perspective. But the other thing is, it's like, because I obviously don't have a personal connection with him, it's like how truthful and honest is he actually going to be? So that might backfire, but there's a great there's just a whole heap. There's a whole bunch of like sports people I'd pick. I don't know. That's a tough one. Like it might be Luca. I think I'd have to say it'd just be a Luca with what's just happened so recently. Who would you pick?
It's a good question because there's so many avenues you can take. You're right. Do you go sports people, celebrities, or do you go purely numbers? Do we get Donald Trump? Because people are going to listen.
Yeah, wow. That would seriously send the podcast through the roof.
I don't know if it'd be appropriate.
Oh, I think we could keep it appropriate.
I'm the same as you. Like, there's just one name that keeps popping into my head, and it's Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, I couldn't not have that opportunity. You know?
That's true. That would be very
same as you.
good.
Do you think it changes it if you don't have that personal relationship?
Yeah, well, I just think that,
up?
other than it'd be cool to speak to Luca, I think with just what's happened recently, and it just seems like I would just love to know
the ins and outs.
Yeah, but he may not know all the ins and the outs the way that sort of sounds at the minute. And again, not having that personal connection might make it tough. I've got one for you here quickly, Jacob, and then I've got another which is a really good one.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to drop your curly hair routine ever? Because we know that's obviously not natural.
Well, we do know it's natural. Salt water down in Maroubra does wonders if you're looking to get down and get some curls. And what I can say is girls get the girls. Not mine. Curly hair routine.
Perming it.
Get an auntie that is adventurous and wants to use your hair as an experiment, and then you get it done and you get one compliment as soon as you walks outside the salon, and then it becomes your thing for 3 years.
That's just what you run with. Yeah, that's a fair point.
I can't change it.
The next one is, which I think is a good one. What was it? Oh, there you are. Would you rather have a 1-minute conversation with your past self or your future self?
I wrote this one down too. I liked it.
It's a really good one.
You go first.
I've got another good one coming. I think that I would speak to my past self. I think I would just...
Really?
I think my future self, I'm happy for my future to be a surprise. It's like, you know that question as well. It's like, if someone could tell you...
How you died or something.
Or when you die, would you want to know?
God, no.
Yeah, that's exactly my thing. It's just let the future be a surprise, take it as it comes, and have it be fun. And so that I think I'd just speak to my past self and just be like...
You're killing it.
No, I wouldn't say that. I would say...
You'd get back real arrogant. Look at us now, huh?
No, I wouldn't. I think I'd go and I'd say just be more understanding. Like maybe...
What version of your past self are you talking to, though?
Well, just
like
at any point. Well, it could be a year ago. It could be 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just think I'd be, when I say like be open-minded, be more understanding, just understand like, I don't know, your perspective on life is just going to change a million times. Like, I'm also 24 now. I don't think in 3 years my perspective on life is going to be the same.
Not at all.
And I think I understand that better now than I have in the past. So I think I would just go back and tell myself, be more understanding.
It's a good answer.
What do you think you'd do? You'd go back and be arrogant.
Look at us, mate. Look at us. I'm still hanging out with that loser from school. No, I think I'd go future self, but I wouldn't go as far as like, don't spoil anything. I think it would be more of a check-in. How you going?
Yeah.
You going all right?
Good. I guess you've only got a minute too, so it's like, you probably can't really break too many things down in great depth.
Yeah.
That's why a check-in is probably a good way to go about it.
It would just be hard to pick when.
Yeah.
Like, do I want me in a week? Or do I want me in a year, 10 years, 15
Couldn't care
years,
about me in a
20
week.
years?
Yeah, you'd want.
And then what happens if you go and it's like no spoilers, but it's like
Is
20
everything all
years
sweet,
down
though?
the path and I'm still in this chair talking to you. Something's gone wrong. I don't want to know what happens in the next 20 years. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good call. Where do you think they should host Gather Round after Adelaide? I like that.
Canberra. I mean, realistically, Canberra probably can't support it.
Yeah, realistically, Canberra won't work. I think Sydney would be good.
Sydney would be really good.
Sydney could support it. I think in terms of like Gather Round is trying to sort of grow the game and bring a festival of footy to different places. I think Sydney would be a fantastic place to do that. We know how much like footy is growing here in Sydney, and I think that would only help it. I think you could also hold a joint one on sort of like Brisbane and the Gold Coast. That would be really fun and cool.
Yeah. In saying that, you know how like Gather Round is like Adelaide, but then it's Norwood and Mount Barker last year. it would be a fascinating concept in Sydney because I think you'd have to do like a few regional New South Wales ones. And
Yeah.
do you take a game to Canberra? It's
Maybe,
not far.
but I think there's enough good quality grounds in Sydney. You could still between
SCG, ANZ.
maybe even like North
Or
Sydney Oval or
North Sydney.
something. Like there'd just be good enough ovals. You could definitely do it here.
Mhm.
And I think it would be a really good concept. I also think a good one should be Tasmania when they come in. Yeah,
That should be the first year really launch
yeah.
it.
I think they should really just to help kickstart all that. A festival of footy in Tassie, make it just a massive thing. I reckon they should do gather round in Tasmania when Tassie comes in.
I like it.
Yeah, it sounds pretty good. Have you got any questions for me over there?
I do. Who would you like to see perform at the Super Bowl? So Kendrick was on Monday.
Yep, I like Kendrick. I'm a big Kendrick fan. I've seen him before, so I liked that. Who else would I like to see there? I don't know. I feel like they I can never really predict which way they're going to go with Super Bowl performances. And so, I don't know who I'd like to see. I think, has The Weeknd done it before?
Yep.
Okay. I need to probably tap back into that one because I really like The Weeknd. And
He was really good.
yeah, he might feature again later in this podcast. But yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty happy with what they normally go. I don't mind seeing the different avenues they sometimes take as well. So, who would you like?
We had this conversation over coffee this morning with a few other staff members.
Mm-hmm.
One of the suggestions, Bruce Springsteen, like real classic, a bit old school.
Yep, that would be good.
Hit after hit would be good. I'd love to see. You're right. I kind of like how they mix it up. I wouldn't mind seeing like a country star. Maybe Morgan Wallen or someone like that.
Yeah.
Harry Styles.
Yeah, Harry Styles would be pretty good.
He'd be
I
pretty
wouldn't
good.
want to hear Morgan Wallen just because.
Yeah, I know. Question was for me though, so yeah, that's who I'd go. I think.
Fair enough.
What have you got?
No, I think that might be just about it. Is there an athlete from another sport that you think would make a great AFL player? They've obviously done that before. Like Carmichael Hunt, obviously Israel Folau. Those guys have tried it.
Michael Hunt wasn't bad.
Yeah, I also think Jonathan Thurston. I always thought he would be a good footballer. He's very skillful, tough. I
Very
thought
skillful.
he would be quite good.
There was a few players like that in that era. What's his name from the Broncos? Jared Yao Yi.
Yeah.
I can't think I'm getting his first name wrong.
Yeah,
But he like on the wing, like he flew.
yeah.
So you would love to see someone like that. So rugby league's probably the
Yeah, I just wanted to there'd obviously be some good, I'm assuming LeBron would be pretty handy in the AFL. He's 6'9", fast,
key
athletic,
forward.
or a ruck. He could just,
Very versatile ruck.
yeah. So he'd be pretty handy, I assume, but it'd be interesting. I think AFL is still a unique sport just when you add in the endurance because a lot of those guys, other
Endurance
athletes,
and
are,
like heavy hits.
yeah, they're very power athletes, but they're not necessarily used to the mix of endurance as well. So,
Good question though.
yeah, that is a good question. Anyway, I think that might be the questions for this week, which are really good. Continue to send those in, please. We love hearing from them, but I think we're going to go on to goal songs now, are we?
Actually, I got one more question.
Sure.
And I reckon you went past it.
Yeah.
Did you see you were actually part of this? We commented on. You sent it to me as well. The Sam McClure, that his name?
Oh, the A graders list,
A graders list, and then he said Isaac Heaney
wasn't an A grader,
was
yeah.
not an A grade player. Ridiculous.
Yeah, I think
Ridiculous.
Isaac's pretty comfortably an A grade
I
player.
think very comfortably.
Yeah.
But then Kane Corns, our friend Kane, went back and redid the list.
Yeah.
Removed you.
Yeah.
Feedback?
I think, obviously, no, Kane's obviously entitled to his opinion. I think, I probably, I'm not sure if he did a reasoning for it all.
No, he skimmed past you pretty quick. He just replaced you.
Yeah, well then, I can understand. I haven't made an All-Australian team. I haven't won a club best and fairest, and so I can understand why he wouldn't put me in there. I think there was again. I think Isaac Heaney probably deserves to be on a list like that instead of myself. So,
I agree.
I can understand why that was the case. Yeah.
Look, you can play yourself down. I think the list is stupid. I think it's wrong.
Yeah. Well, no. Well, yeah. I think. I
don't compliment you to your face, but you're an A-grade player, Tom.
Thank you, Jacob. I appreciate
You're
that.
welcome.
But I think, I think one thing that we can all agree on is that on any A grade playing list. I think Isaac Heaney deserves to be on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, first agreement of the year. That's crazy. All right, you're right. Let's get into some goal songs. Ready?
Yep, sounds good.
Okay, so I've got the list here. And I think we might end the goal song segment.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm just give me a second.
ASMR?
I'm trying to, no, not quite. I'm just trying to take this off here. I've got an ice pack on my calf, and now it's sort of
Not
falling
everyone
apart.
watches. For the benefit of those
Yeah,
listening, Tom is
and,
taking
you
an
know,
ice pack off his calf.
That weird
He's
screeching
fine.
noise in the
He's
background.
fine. It's not that sore.
No, it's not at all. It's not that sore at all. It's very precautionary. I just got a knock on it today at training. Just doing everything right to make sure that it's all good.
There's the headline. Okay, so
All right,
as we said,
I'm back.
Thank you, Tom. You could have just muted your mic, but that's fine.
I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, neither. So we've got the goal songs here, and I think we might finish with yours because you've got a special announcement around your song.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go through a few, and I want you to just say yes or no, yay or nay. Tell me what you think. And obviously, is it worth going through the defenders? Sam Taylor, is he sneaking forward?
No, we don't
Connor
care.
Ryden, is he sneaking forward?
Well, Seekers would be cool just because.
He's never kicked a goal.
Yeah, but Slammer, no, we don't care. So just having a look here. Witters don't mind Witters. The club can't handle us or whatever by Flo Rida and David Guetta. It's quite funny.
See, I think that would work. You need it's not necessarily about picking a song that you love. It's about like creating an atmosphere, getting the stadium up and about, Giants fans on their feet. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. What's quite funny here is that, unless I'm missing something, it looks like Snoozer said he wants Many Men by Eminem, but Many Men's obviously by 50 Cent. Unless I'm getting this confused and there's another. Eminem also has a song called
It does sound like something
Many
Snooze
Men.
would do.
Yeah, it really does.
He
It's
just
quite
would have heard a
sad for
rap
him.
song and gone, yep, Eminem.
Slam and Murder on the Dance Floor. Like,
We won't hear it.
We're not going to hear it. Being a Rumble Fred again.
He had that
Don't
last
mind
year.
it. Yeah, he did. I like Harry Oliver, Sugar by Francesco Yates. It's a good song.
Go through some of the forwards. Jesse Hogan.
Yeah, it's a good point. Hogs is just running it back. Can't stop.
Wait, so he
Same.
did that last year?
Yeah. Harry Rowson's going to 24 Karat Magic by Bruno.
24 karat magic in the air. Wow. Who else scores a lot of goals? Darcy Jones.
Yeah, what has Jonesy got? He hasn't written his down.
Yep, standard.
Yeah.
Who else kicks goals? Toby Green.
Tubbs is looking. He's got the festival song. I don't know what that is. He's got a. It's
The
got a
festival
question.
song.
Yeah, it just says the festival song. It's got a question mark next to it. So I don't know what that is.
There used to be a song by 360 called the festival song. That shouldn't be it.
Font's
heard
got a
those
good
lyrics.
song.
Joe Fonte.
Yeah, I like that one. Acceptable in the 80s by Calvin Harris.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good song. A lot of people are sort of staying the same. Brownie, people will be interested to know that Brownie's kept his song there.
No, I think we took it off this actually.
Don't know what you're about to play.
I don't know what that was.
Yeah,
Yeah, the Taxi Man.
Yeah, Brownie's kept that one.
That's a good result.
Yeah.
Aaron Cadman.
That's a good question. Hasn't written his down either.
Wow, these kids are slack.
Yeah, they are.
Here's one. Jake Stringer.
The String. I don't think he's on this list here, is he? Wait, let me check. Number 20. Hasn't written his down yet either. So
Wow.
people are still deciding. Obviously,
So
makes
this is
it
a
difficult.
great reveal.
Yeah, but one.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah.
That's probably fair.
Yeah, that is topical. We probably are not going to
Can't.
address
No,
that.
I've been in trouble for that before.
Really?
Yeah, a couple of years ago. So none of that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. We'll keep that just to
Yeah.
ourselves.
I know this. This is going to sound
Last
weird for
30
viewers,
seconds
but
has
yeah,
been,
we can't talk about that. But the announcement around mine is that
Wait, because I want to finish with yours. Let me just see if there's anyone else. That's good.
I don't think there really is, to be honest. I think everyone's sort of kept theirs the same. And
Nathan Wardius, Titanium. I know he's changed it. He's That Time, Fisher remix. Toby McMullen is changing from Somebody to Love by Justin Bieber. Don't like that. Return of the Mac. Jake Riccardi, Pitbull. He's very specific about what time he's put in. Lecalier has gone from Any Song last year to Forever by Chris Brown. That's good. Josh Kelly, Hey Jude.
it's not bad.
Bit slow though.
Yeah.
Like, what if that's the match winner? It's
Yeah.
going nuts.
You won't be able to hear the
Hey
song
Jude.
anyway if
Yeah.
anyone kicks a match winner.
Finn Callahan, Crazy Frog.
Who knows?
What's that?
Yeah, Finn is just,
Finn,
a
come
loose
on.
cannon.
Finn. Yeah, I reckon that's about it. The festival song. I'm kind of...
Yeah, I don't know what that
I'm a bit
is.
sad he's got rid of Macarena. But there's still a few to put in. All right, Tom, your announcement. This is pretty big.
Well, yeah, it's big in that it's the same. I'm going back. I'm running back the samba. Yep, I thought it was good last year. I enjoyed it when I kicked some goals and heard that. I'm hoping we'll be able to get it right from the start this time, because I think it took me till about my 5th goal for the actual right part of the song and the right version of the song as well to play. So I'm hoping that'll be right from the get go this time. But
Pretty exciting that you'll have that song, and after last year we'll finally get a celly for the pod, I reckon.
yeah, maybe.
We just need to figure out what
The
it
one
is.
that we made was it looked too close to crowning yourself, and I just can't engage in that. But
what was it? It was the headphones on, wasn't
yeah,
it?
it was like, oh, you wanted to do like headphones on or something, but it just looks too close to crowning
Probably
yourself.
fair,
So
probably fair.
if we can come up with one, or if people want to suggest one that we can, a pod inspired celly, maybe I'll do that if I can think about it in the moment. But sometimes I'm too hype.
It's way too... Yeah, and you'll forget.
Yeah.
You'll forget for sure. It would have been clutch, though, last year. Match winner, pod celebration.
Well, that's what I mean. Like,
would
I'm
have
not
done
thinking
wonders
about it
for
then.
the show.
I'm
You
too
should,
busy
though.
going
You
nuts.
should be putting the show first.
I'll try.
Sick of the selfish attitudes. All right, we'll go
Song of the week,
song of the week.
and then poem.
Poem.
Yep, sounds
Ready?
good.
Now, you teased yours before, Thomas.
Yep, so I'll start us off. Mine actually isn't even a song, to be honest. Mine is just putting everyone on to The Weeknd has just dropped a new album in the last week, 2 weeks, I think, called Hurry Up Tomorrow. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, he's dropped that 2 weeks ago. Fantastic album. I love The Weeknd. He's one of my favourite artists. He wasn't last year, but I think the 2 years before that he might have been my number one artist.
Really?
Yeah, like I absolutely love him. Huge fan of him. Love the stuff that he's pumping out at the minute. And Hurry Up Tomorrow is another massive one. And I think it was sort of the end of his catalogue of talking. I think he's sort of, I don't know if he's moving on from the Weeknd moniker but it's sort of like a wrap up of, I suppose, this period of his career he's talked about. And so like the last song on that album, on Hurry Up Tomorrow, blends into like his very first song of his entire discography, if that makes sense.
Yep.
So like,
Clever.
yeah, it is. Just like a bit of a full circle moment. I'm not too sure what direction he's going to take after this, but yeah, I love a lot of his music. I've loved a lot of his albums. I love Dawn FM. I love After Hours. I love Starboy. And this one, Hurry Up Tomorrow, as well, is another fantastic one. And I've been a massive fan of it, been bumping it nonstop. And I couldn't recommend highly enough to other people to go and listen to it. It's not, I feel like people might hear me and think, oh, rap, but it's not rap. It's sort of pop, like a bit funky, sort of 80s inspired, a lot of synths, that sort of stuff. It's cool. So
You're switching up a little bit. I like it.
I don't switch it again. He's been my number one artist
only
like
listen to
for
rap.
2 years. So yeah, but anyway, yeah, it's very good. I couldn't recommend high enough for other people to go and listen to it.
Nice. Mine is, I think this might be my first rap song,
Love this.
but it's purely because I loved the Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah.
And just the way in which Kendrick performed They Not Like Us,
Yeah.
the smirk, the camera,
Hey Drake.
hey Drake, oh. And then like you had Serena Williams.
Yeah.
It was just perfect.
Yeah, it was. Not
Really
Like Us,
enjoyed
a
it.
banger. Won 5 Grammys as well. That one song won 5 Grammys
Yeah.
this year. So
Incredible.
it's yeah.
And to do it in
Very
the mix
critically
of like, apparently
acclaimed
he's
one.
been sued for it.
Yeah, by Drake and like
and then just
their
to do that
Universal
in front
Music
of
Group, I think.
the
yeah.
world is pretty funny.
Yeah.
Um,
Kendrick's been on one. He was on one last year and he continued at the Super Bowl.
He's in form.
In seriously good form.
Well, yep. 2 great songs.
There you go. Yeah, well, mine's
This
an
could
entire
be-
album.
This could be the last rap song I ever suggest.
No, Not Like Us is a banger though, so that's fair enough.
Alright.
Bring others if you want them.
Oh,
Instead of country.
We'll go country next week, I reckon.
That's all right.
Yeah,
Feel
you
free
love
not
it.
to.
You always listen to the
No,
recommendations too.
not quite.
All right, poem.
Yeah, so time for me to go on my phone.
Yeah, I was just about to say. It's short, it's sharp. I haven't actually read this one through. Obviously, media day yesterday, quite busy. We've got a very special guest coming into the club today, which I've been preparing for and planning. so that'll be stressful. So stay tuned to Giant Socials to see who our very special guest is.
Yep.
But here we go.
Into it.
Tom, it's been a pleasure, but you've had your turn to speak. Now it's my turn. Let's recap the week. Last week, Tom threw some serious shade, still reeling about the AD and Luka trade. He came in hot, he wasn't playing games. Tom told the world he didn't like LeBron James. Ask Tom to tell the truth and he'll plead the fifth. Tom's out here thinking he's Stephen A. Smith. Tom, there's actually something you should know at the end of the day. People actually care what Stephen has to say. What you say next is anyone's guess. Too bad for all of us. We couldn't care less. I'm back, and now I'm on a roll, so let's talk about the Super Bowl. Kendrick performed, and a statement he would make in front of the world, he called out Drake. The Eagles started strong, and the scoreline started to drift. Travis Kelce couldn't save them, not even Taylor Swift. The Chiefs were embarrassed by the final score. Now, where have we seen something like that before? A final like that was a familiar sight. Cheer, cheer, the red and the white. Now we're edging closer to opening round, welcoming the Pies to our beloved home ground. Get there quick, find the best route. Mason Cox this year, he's gone mute. The poem has had a little to no lies. Next week, I'll be going harder at the Pies.
Well done, Jacob. Another very good poem. I actually thought when you were talking about blown finals, you were sort of referring to us.
No.
Yeah.
No,
I thought you were more.
I would never do that.
Yeah, well, that's
But
why
I'll
I
attack the
sort of
Swans.
started laughing, and then you brought up the Swans. I thought, well, we did that twice.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people actually messaged me and they were like, why didn't you have a go at the Chiefs and the Swans? And I was like, well,
Yeah. It's a pot
it's
calling
pretty
the
easy.
kettle.
It's a pretty easy rebuttal.
Yeah. But no, I thought it was a good one.
Thank you.
Yeah, I thought that was another good one. It was all right. 7. I'll give it a 7. Like it was.
You just changed it.
No, I
I
didn't.
thought it was
Like
a really good one. It was all right.
No, it was good. Like it was good. It was all right, but like it wasn't
Was it?
stand out, but it was good.
Early. It's early.
Yeah.
It's pre-season, mate.
So I think, you just sample a few new things in pre-season, then when the
Okay.
push comes to shove, you hit your straps. So, a 7 for you, Jacob. Another pretty good one.
Okay.
Um,
Now, before we go,
yep.
we should talk first guest.
Yep.
I don't have one. I'm just asking who should we get.
Great question.
There's a few big rounds this year which we can theme in. So Toby's 250th. Maybe that week we get Toby on.
Yep.
Adam Kingsley wants to come on.
Yep, we'll get Kingers on. That'd actually be good. I reckon that's one that we should do soon.
Our other friend that we haven't, I don't know if we've said his name, basketball.
Yeah, we'll
We'll get that ASAP.
yeah, would like to do that. There's a few that are sort of brewing. Kingers, I think, would be a good one. We should try and get Kingers soon because, particularly before we get in season, he gets very busy and
Stressed,
a lot
angry.
of stuff.
And we don't
Yeah,
want to get
and I make a mistake and then he comes on here and he's just chewing me out to everybody else.
Yeah.
So we'll get him on before that all begins.
What do you if we got Kingers on, do you think it's like we dissect his life and career and go through everything with him, or is it kind of just a chat, talk about things that he's passionate
Definitely that.
about?
I think it can be a bit of all of that. I think that we hear a lot. I would say the Giants fans hear a lot of Kingers talking about our game plan and the week to week sort of stuff, but we don't get to hear about Kingers and his story and all that sort of thing. I think that'd be very interesting for listeners. So I'd be happy to go into those areas as long as he is. But I think it's a good one. We should get Kingers on.
Let's try for that.
Yeah, we will. We'll try
Wish
and
us
sort that
luck.
out. Yeah,
You can ask.
yeah, sure.
No, he's actually fine. Do you know what? Did you notice he was mic'd up for photo day?
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
Ah, damn.
yeah.
Tried to hide it so well.
Yeah, he was
It's
paying
too
me out
hard.
for my hair, saying I needed a haircut. So I assume that's definitely making the final take.
Yes. That'll be the clip.
Yeah.
Well, Tom, do you want to do your little outro?
Yep, I certainly will. Thank you again to all the In the Green Room listeners out there. Thank you very much for your support. Continue to send through questions, red light, green light, all this sort of stuff. Whatever you guys want to hear from us, let us know. Make sure you send us out to all your friends, your family, clue them all in to listen to Jacob's mastery of the microphone. We're on all major streaming platforms and you can watch us on YouTube. So thank you very much. Have a great week, everybody, and we'll be back next time.